I have reviewed the matter carefully. Nnamdi Kanu's petition raises questions this administration cannot afford to leave unanswered. I am therefore directing the Attorney General to ensure the appeal process proceeds without obstruction, without interference, and without delay. Nigeria is bigger than any one man, but no nation is great when its courts become instruments of silence. Let the law speak. That is my instruction. Some will ask why. Some will say this administration is bowing to pressure. I want to address that directly and without ambiguity. This is not about pressure. This is not about any calculation tied to the electoral calendar or the noise of social media. This is about something far more fundamental than the fortunes of any political season. It is about the integrity of the Nigerian state and the credibility of its institutions before its own citizens and before the watching world. For years, the Nnamdi Kanu case has sat at the intersection of law, politics, and national identity. It has generated heat on all sides. Those who support his release argue that the process has been flawed from the beginning, that his rearrest violated established legal norms, and that his prolonged detention without final judicial resolution is itself a form of punishment that exists outside the boundaries of the law. Those who oppose his release argue that the state has a sacred duty to protect its citizens from those who threaten national cohesion and public order. I have listened carefully to both positions. My responsibility as president is not to choose between competing narratives, but to ensure that the law decides not sentiment and not politics. The Court of Appeal has a constitutional duty to hear this matter and to hear it properly. What this administration is directing today is simply this, that duty must be discharged without delay, without compromise, and without any shadow of executive influence over the outcome. I do not direct the courts on what to decide. No president with genuine respect for democracy ever should. But I do have the authority and the solemn obligation to ensure that the environment in which justice is administered remains free, fair, and fully functional. That is what I am doing today. Nigeria's legal framework is not decoration. It is not a set of procedures we observe only when they are convenient and set aside when they are not. The rule of law means that every citizen, regardless of his views, regardless of the controversies surrounding his name and his movement, is entitled to have his case determined by an independent court within a reasonable time and according to established procedure. That principle does not weaken the state. It is the very foundation upon which the moral authority of the state rests. When we undermine that foundation, we do not protect Nigeria. We hollow it out from within. I am also mindful of the regional dimension of this matter. The people of the Southeast are Nigerians. Their concerns, their frustrations, and their aspirations are woven into the larger Nigerian story, whether we acknowledge it or not. No administration that is serious about national unity can afford to treat an entire region as though its grievances are irrelevant or its voices do not matter. Unity is not imposed by force alone. It is earned through fairness, through inclusion, and through the consistent demonstration that the institutions of the state are capable of working equitably for every citizen in every corner of this federation. This directive, therefore, carries a broader message to the Southeast, and indeed to every part of this country where citizens have felt that the scales of justice tilt unevenly. This administration hears you. This administration is not indifferent to you. And this administration remains committed to ensuring that the courts of this nation serve justice and not the interests of convenience. To the Attorney General, the instruction is clear and unequivocal. Facilitate a transparent and unimpeded review of this petition before the Court of Appeal. Ensure that all procedural requirements are met completely and correctly. Cooperate with any legitimate international legal process that bears on this matter in strict accordance with Nigeria's treaty obligations, and report directly to this office on the progress of full compliance. To the Nigerian people, I say this: patience is not weakness. Allowing the law to work through its proper process is not surrender. It is the confidence of a government that believes its institutions